Hi guys, it's Mrs. Davis. So we are moving on to our Beta Bear Google Drawings level, and I want to go ahead and dive a little deeper. So I've started a new Google Drawing by going into my Drive and selecting New, More, and then Google Drawing. I went ahead and gave my file a name, Beta Bear. Now, before I do anything else, I want to talk to you about the canvas and the size of the canvas. If I go over here to File and go down to Page Setup, my canvas right now is a standard 4:3 ratio. That always starts there. Now, if I click on that, I have a choice between widescreen, another widescreen, and then I have custom. I like to choose custom because I can work in inches. Now, let's say that I want to create a new profile pic for my Instagram. Those all work in squares. So right now it's at 10 inches wide and 7.5 inches tall. If I want to work in squares, I want to go ahead and make that 10 inches wide by 10 inches tall. Now I could also work in centimeters, points, or even pixels. Inches are easy for me to picture in my head, so sometimes I just go that route. All right, so I'm going to say OK, and you can see that the shape of my canvas is now a square. Now I want to show you what happens when you don't do this at the beginning. So I'm going to pop over here to my Cub level drawing. You guys will remember this from the other videos. This is the standard ratio. Actually, I think I tweaked it at some point, but it's not square. So I'm going to go over here to File, Page Setup, and right here you can see it's not square, so I'm going to go ahead and make it the 10 by 10. And then hit OK. And watch what happens to the image. You see how it squished everything in to fit into the square. So if you resize your canvas after you've created something, it's going to distort the image to fit it into that shape. So it's best to change the canvas size right at the beginning. All right, let's jump in. So that is reformatting your page and changing the canvas size. Now I want to work with a black background, so I'm going to right click and select background, and then I'm just going to make it black. It's easy to see things for me. And then I want to think about inserting an image. Now this is where it gets kind of fun. So I'm going to go up here to Insert, and I'm going to select Image. Now if I search, I have options here. I could take a picture if I have a webcam. I could pull in the URL from a picture that exists. I could look at my own albums from Google Photos. I could take a picture right out of my Google Drive. Or I can select Search, or I can upload an image straight from my computer. I'm going to go to Search. Now this searches Google Images, but notice what it says. Results shown are labeled for commercial reuse with modifications, which means when I search, it's giving me an image I'm allowed to use. That is copyright. The copyright allows me to use it. So that's a good thing. We also have the option of searching Life magazine images, which are also labeled for commercial reuse with modification. And then they have stock images, which is kind of like clip art. I'm going to go back over here to Google, and I'm going to do something silly. I'm going to say chicken. Oh, well, that works. You are coming home with me. Okay, so I'm going to click on him, and I'm going to hit Select, and there's my, oh, look at that. He's a GIF. Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, he's very fun, but we'll get a new one because we don't want to overcomplicate here with a GIF, but that is really cute. Or a GIF. I know, I say it weird. All right, I'm going to go back over here. I like the dancing chicken, but not going to do it. I'm going to take this guy. He looks very serious. There he is. Ha ha. Now, again, if I want to expand this image or change it, if I hold down Shift, I can do that, and it'll keep the proportions of my rooster without distorting it. All right, so I have my rooster here. I can do a couple of things to this image. Right here, it says Image Options. If I click on that, I have lots of choices. I can mess with the brightness of the image. So I can kind of do artistic here. I can mess with the contrast of the image. Ooh, I kind of like that. Sort of cartoony. Ooh, it just looks evil. Okay, I like that. I can mess with the transparency of the image. So I can make it kind of like an overlay. And now here you can see that black showing through. I'm not going to do that for this one. Or, this is fun, I can recolor the image. Lots of choices. I could do a standard black and white version, or make it sort of old-timey with a sepia tone, or even negative. Ooh, negative chickens are scary. Or I can do colorful, and there's lots of different options. Well, that's kind of cool. Oh, scary chicken. So we can play with that. All right, so I'm going to go with creepy blue chicken, just because why wouldn't I? And so I've done my image options, and you can see I've overlaid it a little bit over my canvas. I can crop this by selecting the crop image selection, and you can see these black handles come up. And I can come in and see my guideline. My red guideline snaps to and says, hey, there's the edge. So I could do that. And now I fit the edges of my image. Or there are other options when you're cropping. If you go to the drop down, you can use your shapes. So this is kind of fun. Maybe I really love chickens and I want to crop it into the shape of a heart. Aww. Isn't it cute? And I can change the dimensions of my heart if I'd like to. Let's say I really love chickens. I could do something like that. So, fun things that we can do with our tools. Okay, so we've looked at changing the background. We changed the shape of our canvas. We inserted an image using the search tools. We altered the image using our image options, and we even cropped our image using fun shapes. So I'm going to stop there for this one. I want you to go into Google Drawings and go ahead and find a way to make your new Instagram profile pic or something like that. So go play with it and then come back for the next video.